మరియు సత్యం కంప్యూటర్స్ లాంటి పేరుగాంచిన వ్యవస్థలలో అనుభవాన్ని గడించి పారాడిమ్ ఇన్ఫోటెక్ అనే సంస్థని 1998లో స్థాపించి ఆ సంస్థ సీఈఓగా తమ సేవల్ని అందిస్తున్నారు.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్ లీడర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. I mean it and wish you very happy new year. I'm honored to address so many bright young students here. I attended a lot of seminars, but I never got chance to speak to so many people here. Thank you so much for Dr. Appaya Garu and Vijnana University Management for giving this opportunity. I'm very honored. So instead of talking about the general management principles, what to learn, I would like to take my personal story and my entrepreneur story and what I learned in my life, and I'll give you some of the examples. So let me start with the motivation and leadership. They go hand in hand. See, everybody in the world, right? Everybody dreams about something. There is nobody who doesn't dream. But what is important is sustaining the dream. Andaru ee roju evening, okay, I want to do this, I want to win, I want to get into the national team, or I want to be the first, I want to get IIT seat, I want to be best rank in MCET, right? You dream about it, but do you remember next day is the important thing. So lot of people dream and get motivated for something, but the challenge is whether they can sustain this motivation until it is achieved. That's what is very important. Some people get motivated for a month, some people can get motivated for a year, some people, they are very motivated, but when they fail, they give up because they fail and they get depressed. The most important thing in life is, as a true leader, you have to sustain your motivation. I'll give you one example. You take Mahatma Gandhi. He had a very, very clear vision. And what he wanted to achieve is freedom for the country with a very clear vision. And he worked hard 30 years for it. He had so many challenges, but he never gave up. And he achieved his goal. That's a real motivation. As a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a successful professional, the most important thing is you have to have motivation within you, and you have to sustain the motivation. You have to take it as a challenge and be successful. See, the motivation is not external. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏదైనా చెప్పొచ్చు, ఎవరైనా మీకు ఏదైనా చెప్పొచ్చు that you have to be motivated as an individual అని, but it has to come within you. The day when it comes within you, then nobody can stop you. But be motivated and sustain the motivation. So I'll give you one example of my life story and how I got motivated and how I sustained as a leader. So I am born in a very middle class family. My father was a school dropout, and unfortunately we don't have any agricultural land in village, so my father moved to Hyderabad to work at a factory. So even I was a very average student. In fact, math law I was not getting good marks and that kind of stuff. In 10th grade, I went for a tuition. Tuition law, we used to have around 60-70 students. One day, my tuition teacher said, I'm going to organize an exam every month. Whoever gets first in the exam don't have to pay the fee. I think that's the first one which motivated me. Since then, I never paid fee. All along, I got first. The same student who was a below average in mathematics got motivated for something. The most important thing is the sustainability of motivation, which I will talk about. So, the next point which I would like to talk about, which is hard work and creativity. ఈ టాపిక్లో కొంచెం ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకుంటాను నేను. I have 4-5 topics to cover because this is very, very important for most of you. So I heard that at least 1,000 graduates are going to come out this year and they're all going to fulfill their career ambitions. So this is very, very important. Hard work is very, very important, but it is not enough in the current world. Along with hard work, creativity and innovation is very, very important. For example, you take an auto driver. తను కూడా మార్నింగ్ 8 నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ 8 వరకు కష్టపడతాడు. వాట్ ఈస్ హీ మేకింగ్? 200 rupees per day. So along with hard work, you have to have creativity, you have to have unique skill to be successful. For that you need to work hard, and you need to be creative, and you need to be successful. So if you take most of this, some of you guys might be looking for getting into IT industry. most of these companies, either Infosys, Wipro, Tata, Satyam, వీళ్ళందరూ 15 years back they started sending software engineers to US. They used to charge hourly rate and they used to send people to US to work on client projects. So there is no innovation, just sending the people, making some money margin out of it. But there are some companies who just stop there. Dr. Rataya garu cheppinattu, university lo how he evolved to the next level, some people stopped there and they are nowhere today. What they have done is, మనం యూఎస్లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాం, మన ఇండియా నుంచి ఈ రిసోర్సెస్ని యూఎస్కి పంపిస్తున్నాం. మనం ఇండియా నుంచి యూఎస్కి పంపించినప్పుడు ఇండియాలో ఎందుకు చేయకూడదు? కాంట్ వి బిల్డ్ ద సిమిలర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్? కాంట్ వి మేనేజ్ ద ప్రాజెక్ట్ అవర్ ఓన్? సో దట్స్ హౌ they have built the infrastructure and they could convince customers that we will do the work from India at 50% of the cost. So that's the additional innovation what they have created. అదైన తర్వాత వీళ్ళు ఓకే ఐటీలో మనం సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డెవలప్మెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం, మనం వాళ్ళకి సొల్యూషన్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళ క్లయింట్ ఉన్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఏంటి, మన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకొని ఇఫ్ వీ కెన్ ప్రొవైడ్ ద సొల్యూషన్స్ టు దెమ్, then we are a solution partners, we are not technology partners, we are not developing a small code. So that is a continuous innovation of what they are looking at. So the reason I am telling you guys is, if you are just limited to software programming coding, your growth is very limited. How you can evolve to the next level is very, very important. Most of you, some of you guys might be again getting into IT industry. I'll give you one more example. 5 years back varaku, most of the software engineers get job in IT industry to work as a software engineers, as a programmers. ఇప్పుడు the current trend is moving towards innovation and reverse innovation. The meaning of innovation and reverse innovation ఏంటంటే, if you take companies like Facebook, Google, IBM, వీళ్ళందరూ జస్ట్ వచ్చి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ కోడింగ్ అవుట్సోర్స్ చేసి వర్క్ చేయట్లేదు. దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇన్నోవేషన్ హియర్ విత్ ఇన్ ఇండియా. వాళ్ళ ప్రోడక్ట్స్కి న్యూ ఐడియాస్ అంతా ఇక్కడి నుంచే వస్తున్నాయి, న్యూ టెక్నాలజీ అంతా ఇక్కడి నుంచి వస్తున్నది. సో ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ అవుట్ సోర్సింగ్. యూ ఆల్ యంగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, రైట్ నౌ ఏదైనా ఎక్విప్మెంట్ తీసుకోండి, అయితే యూ టేక్ ఏ మొబైల్ ఫోన్ ఆర్ యూ టేక్ ఏ ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆర్ యూ టేక్ ఎన్ యాప్, యూ ఆర్ ద యూజర్స్. You know exactly what the industry wants, you know exactly what the people wants, not the people who are sitting on the boardroom. So you have opportunity to create, you have opportunity to come with the new ideas. What is important is, guys, come with the new ideas. I'll give you an example of my life story on hard work and creativity. At the age of 15 years, when I could do math, good job in math, when I was in graduation, I said, why can't I replicate? Then I started tutoring people, others. So I started teaching a lot of people mathematics. So that was a hard work, right? So along with the education. But I couldn't. What I felt is, if I can teach math, these students ki physics and chemistry kuda avasaram. Can't I teach physics and chemistry to them? But I am not good at it. So I went to a couple of my friends and asked them, hey guys, can you teach physics and chemistry to the same students? So I started running as a tutorial. So I started making more money. So you're trying to create some kind of value addition to the hard work. But again, akkada nenu aapaledu. What I have done is, during the holidays, I was doing bachelor in electronics. Our time lo, there was no single book. For example, electronics, if you want to pass, you need to read 4 or 5 books. Other, if you wanted to have access to the library, you need to have, they will have only 4 or 5 copies. It's very difficult to get because there are 70 students. So instead of going to hometown, during the summer, I compiled all the books and made a single book and published it and made a lot of money. There is innovation. Think about it. At the age of 17, 18 years, who is going to give me money to publish a book? I can't go to a printer. I can't go to a publisher. So innovative idea. What I have done, టైప్ రైటింగ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ అని ఉండే, ఇప్పుడు అంతా కంప్యూటర్స్ వచ్చినాయి. అప్పుడు టైప్ రైటింగ్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ అంటే గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ యూస్ టు గో ఫర్ టైప్ రైటింగ్ లోవర్ ఎగ్జామ్, దెన్ టైప్ రైటింగ్ హైయర్ ఎగ్జామ్. సో ఐ వెంట్ టు ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ టైప్ రైటింగ్ హైయర్ ఎగ్జామ్. మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ కోసం ఎవ్రీ డే యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ టైపింగ్ ఎనీవే, వై డోంట్ యూ టైప్ ఇట్ ఫర్ మీ అండ్ యూ మేక్ మనీ? సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఈస్, దిస్ గైస్ ఆర్ లర్నింగ్ టైపింగ్ ఫర్ దర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ యాజ్ ఎ వాల్యూ అడిషన్, దే ఆర్ మేకింగ్ మనీ. It's an awesome thing for them, right? And I'm getting the product at a lower cost, at a peanut cost. Then I got the one copy. Once I got one copy, I went to Xerox copy operator. I said, నీకు మార్నింగ్ 9 నుంచి నీ నైట్ 8 వరకు నీ కస్టమర్స్ ఉంటారు, 8 o'clock తర్వాత నీ జిరాక్స్ మిషన్ ఫ్రీగా ఉంటుంది. వై డోంట్ యూ allow me to make the copies of my book and I'll pay you some money? Which means I utilize the unproductive time of Xerox machine and I paid some money. So which means it's a value addition to him because he's making more money. It's a value addition to me. And I sold the books all over the university. So here what is important is how creative you are. If you look at simple, do I have money to go to publisher to make money, to publish a book? I don't have money. Do I have money to go and print it somewhere? I don't have money. But if you have creative options, every young entrepreneur has huge opportunities and anybody can do business as long as your business model is good. The next topic is the risk-taking ability. See, every entrepreneur has to have an appetite to take risk. కాకపోతే రిస్క్ తీసుకునే ముందు వాట్ ఈస్ ద బిజినెస్ మోడల్, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ ఇన్ లైఫ్. ఆ రిస్క్ అనేది బిజినెస్ కాకపోవచ్చు. యూ వాంటెడ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ ఏ కెరీర్, యూ వాంటెడ్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు రోబోటిక్స్ ఆర్ యూ వాంటెడ్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు మొబైల్ టెక్నాలజీ. వాట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఈస్ you whether you have done enough homework of what is required to be successful. Once you are very clear that you have a strong model, risk taking ability is not a bad thing. Parents ఎవరు పెద్దలు అనొచ్చు, ఎందుకు రిస్క్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు? As long as you have gut feeling, you have done a better homework, there is nothing wrong in taking risk to fulfill your dreams. And when you are in a profession, again I said hard work ante there are no hurdles in your life, right? If you are driving a auto or a car, meeku morning nunchi varaku you drive the car, you don't have any specific challenges. So you have to take the challenges and you should have the risk taking ability. Oka maata chevutanu andaru inandi. Vivekananda 80 years back he said that in your life, in your work life, every day if you don't have one challenge to face, you are not in a right job. 80 years back. మన 80 ఇయర్స్లో మనం చాలా డెవలప్ అయ్యాము, ఇండస్ట్రీ చాలా కాంపిటీషన్ పెరిగింది, దేర్ సో మచ్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్షిప్. ఈరోజు 10 రెట్లు కాంపిటీషన్ ఉంది. అంటే ఎవ్రీ డే ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ ఛాలెంజ్, దట్ మీన్స్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఇన్ ఎ రైట్ జాబ్. ఇట్స్ ఎ బోరింగ్ థింగ్. సో లైఫ్లో కాంపిటీషన్ ఉంటుంది, లైఫ్లో ఛాలెంజెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ లైఫ్లో అందరూ అధిగమించిన వాడే రియల్ లీడర్. So I want young generation to think in a positive direction, be very clear in their goals and be successful. Risk-taking ability is not bad. Don't be afraid of the challenges. I'll give you an example of mine. Nenu after my education worked for Satyam for a couple of years and I got a visa to go to US and visa and a job. Being a middle class guy, that was the best thing to happen in my life. It's a dream job. I was like most excited time in my life. Went to US. Within 1 year left my job with only 2 months of saving. I left my dream job within 2 months of saving because I want to be an entrepreneur. That's the risk I have taken. Kakapothe, when I have done a risk, I have done all kinds of homework. And within 2.5-3 years, I built around 75 crores revenue business. So as long as you are very focused, you are clear. So only 2 months of saving, I took the risk and I was successful. In terms of the failures, Dr. Athay garu cheppinattu, learn from failures, don't be afraid of failures. Prati okkariki every new idea cannot be successful. You have to accept it, you have to learn from it, you have to bounce back. నాకు కూడా మీకు 2001లో some of you might know and some of you might not know because you are youngsters. 2001 was the first time there was a dot-com burst. World was going through economic recession. There was a tough time. So businesses అన్ని కొలాప్స్ అయిపోవడం మొదలుపెట్టినాయి. స్టాక్ మార్కెట్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ సత్యం కంప్యూటర్స్ 8,000 రూపీస్ షేర్ నుంచి 2,000 రూపీస్ షేర్కి వచ్చింది. ఇట్ వాజ్ ఏ టఫ్ టైమ్ ఫర్ ద టెక్నాలజీ ఇండస్ట్రీ అండ్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీ. సడన్గా నా బిజినెస్ హాఫ్ అయిపోయింది. ఇక్కడంతా ఆఫీసు, పీపుల్, ప్రోడక్ట్స్ అన్నీ సెటప్ చేశాను 5 crores పెట్టి, అదంతా వెళ్ళిపోయింది. యూఎస్లో దెర్ వర్ లైక్ 5 crores ఆఫ్ అకౌంట్ రిసీవబుల్, అంటే క్లయింట్స్ పే చేయాల్సింది క్లయింట్ పే చేయడం మానేశారు. సడన్లీ 3 years ఆఫ్ మై హార్డ్ వర్క్ హ్యాస్ గాన్ బికాస్ uncertainty, economy, recession, security, I haven't planned. So at the age of 26-27 years, suddenly I said, okay, So proud of myself that I built a 75 crore business. Suddenly it has gone into the zero, but never gave up. I fought back, and now we have around 2,000 employees. We are into 4-5 industries. We are into IT. We are into manufacturing, into metals. We are into logistics, and we are into hospitality. So that's the kind of spirit you should have. You should never fear of failures. So eventually what I have learned is you have to fill all the baskets in the life. Life is not just work. So let me just again talk about the work. See, once you are out of this routine job, you want to work hard, you want to grow. Knowingly or unknowingly, you work 18 hours a day. It's inevitable. Though you are not at work, if you are in a leadership role, when you come home, you still have to think about work. You get a phone call in the night, 8, 9 p.m. You have to take a decision by tomorrow morning what to do. You have to work even at your home. So one of the most important thing is, what is that you are passionate about? What is that something which you like to do? That's the industry you should select. Because if you don't enjoy the work, it's a disaster in the life. You have to enjoy the work. Don't think work as an obligation or work as a responsibility. The minute you enjoy the work, that's a great thing to happen. That's what exactly I do. I thoroughly enjoy my work. The reason I'm here is, I'm so excited to be here because this is something I thoroughly enjoy. Speaking to young generation, talking about some of my experiences. So in terms of my life, I said, I'm spending so much time at work, but I'm not filling all the baskets. The family, the personal, social responsibility. So life has multiple baskets. Every year, you need to realize that whether you are filling all the baskets. It's not just me or my business, right? I have a family and I have a personal life. I have a social responsibility towards people. So I started looking at how do I fill all the baskets and how do I review myself that whether I have filled all the baskets equally or not. During the first 3-4 years of my work, I was working 18 hours a day, forgetting about my personal. I was 75 kgs weight and I gained around 26 kgs. I was more than 100 kgs weight in 3 years. Then I said, okay, I should be fit myself to be strong, to be fit and to take it to the next level. So within 3 months, I lost 25 kgs. So that's the determination. It may not be, it's work, it's personal, it's family, everything is a determination. So then I said, fitness should not limit to me. Fitness has to go to my organization level. Then I started a club. I started a cricket club. So I asked my people to play. But how do they get motivated? If we are all playing, they don't get motivated, right? Today, Sitharama Sastry Garu is there and everybody is motivated. The same thing I did. I brought Venkatapati Raju to US. I brought 3-4 international players to US to play with us. It was excitement because the people who are lazy, don't want to go out, don't want to be fit, they are so excited that now they are playing with Venkatapati Raju. So that's how I created interest in sports for rest of the people and at least could create some kind of impact in others. And in terms of continuous learning, you always, whatever the work you do or whatever the business you do, you have to think always out of box. You should know what's happening outside the world. Don't be in a closed box. In the olden days, grandparents used to say, Ramu sits at home, Ramu doesn't go and play outside, Ramu is always at home, very responsible son. That's not the world we are living in right now. Ramu has to know what is good, what is bad, but Ramu has to go out, Ramu has to explore the world. Then only Ramu would be successful. So then I went to Harvard to study business, how the business practices works, what is good, what is wrong. Fortunately today, you have the world of opportunity here at Guntur in terms of Vijnan University. And also, there are a lot of e-learning sites like Coursera. if you guys are not familiar, Coursera, Udacity. What they are doing is Harvard's, Kellogg's, all the top 10 universities, top 20 universities in the world, putting all their hundreds of years of hard work, hundreds of years of material online for free of cost. You can access their websites sitting in Guntur, sitting at your home. You can access the computer and you can learn. See, once you get into one level, certification is, you have to get masters or bachelors, right? After that, certification doesn't have any value. The value is what you learn. The learning can be done sitting at your desk, sitting in your village. The last point which I would like to talk about, Dr. Rathay Garu also spoke on this, is the honesty and transparency. There is no alternative to it. There are no shortcuts in life. Believe me, there are no shortcuts in life. And don't be carried away. Somebody is saying that somebody made money in very short term, or somebody made in stock market manipulation, or somebody made money in bank manipulation. There are no shortcuts in life. Even if somebody is successful, it will not last long. So it is very important that you go out, make a lot of friends, make a lot of partners, but the important thing is make right friends, make right partners, and learn right things. The last thing which I would like to talk about, the strengths and weaknesses. See, everybody has certain kind of strengths and everybody has certain kind of weaknesses. But strengths are not just what you are good at, and weaknesses are not what you are not good at. Because if you are good at something, let's say for example, national swimmer, he gets a gold medal, but after completing the swimming, he gets exhausted. It's not his strength. The strength is something you are very good at and you thoroughly enjoy, you feel good about it after doing it. Pick up that and be successful. Thank you so much.